Hey everybody, welcome to Creations by Karen, and today is day 6 of the Christmas in July craft extravaganza. So we're going to start out today making something that I did for a spring show, and it went really well. And if you do craft shows, this might be something that you should do too. And I'm going to start with using this toilet paper roll. And I know there's a lot of people that make all sorts of different stuff for craft shows, but I think it's important to keep the cost down when you're doing a project and selling it on your craft show. So I'm going to be selling these for $5, so let's get going and make it. Got your toilet paper, and I'm going to put that aside for just a minute. And I'm going to be using heat transfer vinyl. For those of you that don't work with vinyl, the heat transfer means that it sticks to the surface using heat. So I've got red and I've got brown. See? And what I have done, which actually I've done because I've got to have this quick, is gone ahead and printed the saying on my Cricut. Now when you're using Cricut, it's important to remember to reverse your project that you have on your Cricut, because it's applied to a heat transfer, and if you don't reverse it, it'll be sort of upside down. And I've gone ahead and done it. So I've got this, and it says, "This is the crappiest gift I could find." So if this would be great for like a gag gift that you wanted to give to somebody, or maybe a coworker, or somebody that you don't really want to buy a gift for. Maybe, yeah. So all you're going to do is take your roll of toilet paper, and what I like to do is just tear the first strip or so off, because it's usually kind of right. See how you did that? So I just took some off, and I use good quality toilet paper. Charmin, I guess. My cat's here having a visit. Lex, you gotta leave, my friend. And when you do your project, always make sure that's going to fit. Can you guys see her there? Crazy cat. All right. I got this first off. Now I'm going to take my protection for my place. I got this on Amazon, I think. And I'm using Cottonelle today because that's what I had. And because I've made my project on my Cricut 3 inches by 3 inches. So I'm just going to place this down where I think it should go on the toilet paper. So if you've used heat transfer vinyl before, you can play with it a little bit. So I'm just going to put this down, and I'm going to take my handheld Cricut iron, I guess. So here it is here. Now always make sure you put something on top of this so it stays good. I'm just using parchment paper. You can use the same thing if you're making a bunch of these. Same parchment paper. You don't have to worry about getting a new piece every time. And I just keep this small yet handy Cricut heat press. And I keep moving it around. I'm going to make sure that all the spots are covered. Lexi's looking at something on my... You see her down there? Yeah, she's my craft buddy. So just go ahead and keep this moving. You don't want to scorch it. Now what I've done in the past, when I first started to make these, just going to take this and put it aside for a moment, is I just placed it and I scorched it. So don't do that. Trial and error here. And you just take your piece of transfer tape, and I use the font Winter Wonderland for some of it, and I used just whatever bold I could find for some of it as well. So you be gentle here. You don't want to tear your toilet paper when you're taking your vinyl off. So I put this on 2 pieces. And if you just rip it off, it'll tear your toilet paper. Learned that the hard way. So I'm going to take this one off. And I'm just using scrap pieces of vinyl, and I'm using, this is toilet paper that I had in my stash. All right, so what I want to do is just put my parchment paper down again, and I'm just going to make sure it's secure on here. I think that's good. You don't need a whole lot of time to put your iron on. Here we go. Just take my parchment paper off, and it comes off just like that. Now I'll show you guys what it looks like, but of course it's backwards for you. See, I just took a couple of fonts that I really liked and placed it on here. There you go. The crappiest gift I could find. Do I give crappy gifts? No. But this is kind of works for this. So I've got, now let's see, Scotch tape. I need some Scotch tape. Hang on a second, I gotta grab it. It's out of my reach. Oh, there we go. Scotch tape. I like to use clear, not opaque, when I'm making this. Just take a little piece off, and I like to just secure this one end like that. They're not going to see it when it's all wrapped up. Okay, so let's wrap it up, shall we? Shut that off. Let's see you'd like it. And we don't need that anymore. So I just took some clear wrap. I'm going to have to get my cat to move here. Come here, girlfriend. Oh, say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yes, she's a furball. She likes to be anywhere I am. So just take this. And this is just a piece of clear wrap. I don't know what size it is, guys. I didn't measure it. I just wanted to make sure. And I like to go on an angle. Place my toilet paper down. And then bring it up to the center. I like to do the front parts first. There we go. Just bring it up. And sometimes I think that wrap is the most important part of this. Make sure your saying is nice and flat, which it is. Yeah, that looks good. And I got a zip tie wrap, whatever you want to call it. It's just what I had in my stash. You can use whatever you like. If you want to use twist ties, you can use that. If you want to use rubber bands, you can do that. Make sure you got this going the right way so it fits together easier. Trial and error here. Okay. Just zip it closed. And you can use bags if you want. Why isn't this holding? I don't know. Maybe the threads are gone. Not to worry. I got another one. So sometimes the threads are gone. I'll go into my stash here and have a look. Here we go. They're nice and handy. could find one, that'd be great. Okay, here we go. Same thing. Come around. Make sure you put it on the right way. You should hear a click. Just like that. So always make sure that this looks good. Play with it a little if you have to. And you can use plastic bags if you want to. I just like, I like to have it look as good as I possibly can. This is only $5 gift, but it doesn't care how expensive things are. I still have to have them look good. I'm going to cut all this excess off the top of it. And what I like to do is just grab it, get a pair of scissors, just cut it off. Probably should use good scissors. I'm not using good scissors, apparently. Okay, that looks good. And just cut your zip tie off. There we are. Now that should be fine to go. But I like to jack it up just a little bit more. Got some ribbon I got last year after Christmas at Michael's. Just take a piece off. Doesn't have to be that big, but I got a lot of it. I'm just going to put a nice bow on it. I always like to fold the back so it looks nice and neat. And I like to put this on the front, the bow part. Well, I'm going to put that, I'm going to make sure I have this properly done. There you go. So I'm just going to put a nice bow on here. Just a simple bow is fine. Doesn't have to be extravagant. I just turn this on the back. Where's my thingy? Here it is. Just make my bow. Just make a small loop. I keep that folded, come around. This is double-sided. That's a good thing. And I just make a bow. If you don't use double-sided tape, you kind of have to turn things. I don't have time for that. I try to just put that away. Try to get nice ribbon. And when you get it at the end of the year, after Christmas sales is the best time to buy your ribbon. Always looking ahead. Always looking ahead for craft shows. Okay, so that looks good. Just want to ducktail my ends, or you just want to make sure it's right at the top of the roll of toilet paper. Just like that. When we use double-sided tape, works perfect. There we go, people. Done. Crappiest gift I could find. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Number 6 is in the books. Stay tuned. Hit like and subscribe so we know that 7 and 4 going forward will be posted. And on that note, have a great day. Love you all. Bye.